Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome to another stream. Welcome to more Genshin Impact. We are, I'd say, about 27 hours away from the new expansion. Patch 6.0, Not Cry, looking very much forward to it. But in the meantime, I have a little bit left in this world to explore. I am still continuing my ridiculous goal of trying to chew 100% this game. And I'm so close. There's no possible way I will finish the last little bit I'm missing in 27 hours. So let's go ahead and knock that off the plate tonight. It's not happening. I will do my best. I will start working on it. There's so much material left to cover. I'm missing 4 chests. 3 in Sumeru, 1 in the Chasm. I have no idea where those chests are. Just like the last couple weeks of searching through Fontaine and other areas. I'm missing a needle in a haystack, and I'm slowly trying to track down what I'm missing. Referencing the interactive map. The interactive maps, there are several, and I'm referencing all of them. At this point, I'm sort of just like unmarking everything and checking it all one by one, which is very slow going. But if I do this, I'll find what I'm missing eventually. So it's a thing to work on. It's not going to get done in 27 hours. So Nocry is going to drop tomorrow, and I'm going to go all in on that. And I'll come back to these 4 chests later. But I will spend tonight hunting them down, trying to see if I can find any of them. First of all, we will start with the one that I'm missing in the Sumeru Forest, which, boy, who knows where that is. Let me teleport up here to start with. We're gonna hunt around this area. I'm missing 1 in the forest, 2 in the desert, and I didn't put pins yet on the in-game map, but I do have a vague idea of where I'm going. So I guess I'll just start working my way around all of them. First of all, there's this classic one that I know I have. I just check to see to make sure that that one's still gone. That is the case. And I'm going to go ahead and sneak around the back here to the hidden treasure chest that was behind these guys. Oh, this is one of those. I know I have this one then. Boy, where is this one actually at? That's further up in this direction, I think. That's hard to tell though. That's like near a rock that's over here ish, down here maybe, based on the positioning of the. Oh, you can literally see the note is still there. I didn't realize the note was still there. That's cute. So what do they tell me about? I kind of want to go check that out real quick. Let me pop over back to this side first. That's another out and open single one. Is that right here? Oh, that's at a dig point. But it is down here-ish. Somewhere in this area. I don't see the dig marker that would show up if I had already dug, but I know I have to have done this because I remember getting the achievement related to it. It's really hard to see that dig point. Let me climb this so I can get the exact same view that's in this weird map image here. Is it talking about over there? Oh, it is. Okay, that's why I couldn't figure out. It's talking about right here. And I'm not getting an option to dig, so I guess the dig the physical dig hole on the ground vanishes with daily reset. Interesting. So I'm not going to be able to see at a glance whether I did those or not, even though I can be pretty confident I did. Let's go here. That's the one I was missing? What? Wow. Oh my god. Just straight up.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Okay, but that was a pretty small chest. I know I was only missing one chest in the Ashman realm, so I know that was it. But I was missing 0.3%. I don't know if that will give me 0.3. So basically what I'm gonna have to do now is give it about 30 minutes and check my battle chronicle and see if that counted for everything. But at least now I know I don't have anything else to check out here. That was absurd. I feel like from that point of view, maybe I should really focus on, because it was flower chest and Fontaine was what I was missing for both the ones I was missing there. I don't know. There's harvestable flowers in the desert though for the 2 chests I'm missing out in these areas, so that seems less likely. But that might be something in the chasm. There might be harvestable flowers out there, so maybe I could detour there. Yeah, because the list of stuff to recheck in the desert is just so tremendously huge, and none of it includes harvestable flowers. Well, for now, let me actually... I didn't expect that to happen that quickly in the stream, so I didn't unmark everything in the chasm. So I don't know what I need to go look for chasm-wise as far as stuff I'm going back over myself on. There are floaty bodies out there. I probably got those. Are there any harvestable? There are no harvestable plants in the chasm, at least not above ground. I would highly doubt there'd be any underground too. But you know what? Let me check. Let's see, the chasm. There are definitely none underground. Okay. But with underground, I had started the process already of checking the chests one by one. I didn't mark them off the interactive, or the interactive map I'm using. I didn't mark all the chests off on that map yet, so I could just start working my way through them all. There's a rock pile here too. There's a lumen spar there. There's no way I missed that because my lumen spar regimen is max. I don't know. I feel like there's a higher chance that I might be missing the chasm chest above ground at this point. Okay. Let's see. I guess for now we will stick in Samaro, as much as that pains me. But boy, if I stay in Samaro, where do I want to start? Maybe the Bray chests. I feel like those have a pretty solid possibility of being stuff I missed, perhaps. So let me mark the Bray chest off. There's not that many of them. Are there even any more of them? I know there's at least one, but this is the only one down here, actually. I feel like there's one or two up here too, which is also an area I had to check. This entire area. There's a That's here. That's not Burrito, that's in Brambles. Which means my compass would have picked that up. There's a buried one here. Where is that exactly? It's tough marking this stuff because some of the underground locations in the desert don't have their own maps in game. Like these do. The big ones do. But some of the smaller ones that are just like literally down here and this stretch and a little bit underground, they don't have their own maps. So trying to figure out exactly where some of these locations are is not easy. I think it's up here. Yeah, this looks right. There's some that's not the underground in question, but oh wait, that is okay. There's a stretch over here that is kind of part of it, but it's actually like above ground because it counts as this slice. Anyway, that is a buried chest down there I can check. There's another one way up here. Kind of up in this direction, I think. Yeah, like right here-ish. And I don't actually see any more. Oh, wait, nope, there's one. That's out here. Pretty much right here. That's an R&R chest. It's here. R&R chest I know for a fact that I got though, so let me mark that off and not even bother with that. What about the other two that are out here? That's not an R&R one. This one, that is an R&R one, so let me not do that one. Anything related to the R&Rs, I know for a fact it's absolutely totally done. I don't have to worry about any of those. This one down here is not R&R. Okay, so that leaves like 2 chests to check up there and 1 down here, which are all likely to not be what I'm looking for, but we need to start somewhere. Excuse me. Is that by those people? Yes and no. Let's take them out first of all. All right, I think I got them all. Okay, obviously it is here, but oh, it was an animo pile that was here. Okay. This is not it. Let's mark that off. That map marker was quite a bit off. Let's head all the way. Well, hold on before I do that. 4 pyro monuments that are active. So I could physically see that. I figured I'd go ahead and mark that off before I move on. All right. Now for the other 2. 1 here and all the way out there. Let's do this one first. There's under a dendro rock that was here. That'll be pretty easy to see at a glance whether I have it then. Because if there's no dendro rock in the area, then I'm sure that rock was like right here, yeah. Okay. Actually, let me sort of glance over this. I think it's dead. I don't see a thing to interact with. I also don't see the branch that is showing me. Is my positioning off? Is it like this side? Oh, it might be all the way over here. Oh, it is all the way over here. How did I get that positioning so wrong? Hello.
Laid bare.
Goodbye. It was talking about, like, over here. There was a Dendro rock right here. Okay. I mean, it wasn't that wrong. I was just, once again, a little bit off. But I do have that one already. Alright, so let's go check this one all the way up here. What's the fastest way? Probably here and hike, unfortunately. Or here might be good too. It's a hike no matter which direction I go. What? What even?
My undivided attention.
That thing, maybe? Wow. Oh yeah, it probably was. It almost teleported out too, which was weird. Anyway. Let's move on. It's a dig spot up there. It's a shame there's no harvestable plants out here, because I'm just like, that should be the very first thing I check from now on in a region, but looks like the 3 remaining chests that I'm missing, there are no harvestable plants in any of those regions, so. We are a level too high, it looks like. Okay. Ah, yes, those guys. Nothing to interact with over here. You basically dig where they're digging, and a chest appears. But I'm not getting any sort of... Let me see if I can... get a good identical image here, or angle of the image people posted. Seems like it was here-ish. And nothing is happening now, so yeah. I should continue to pop those. Maybe it is a chest out in the open and I just missed it. I highly doubt that, but probably would be worth popping them regularly. Anyway, from that point of view, I guess I might as well check the 2 chests out here that I'm 1000% sure I got, but isn't that how this always goes? I'm always 1000% sure I got something, and then it turns out I didn't.
Ill-advised. I can't promise.
And I mean, obviously I'm missing 2 items, so somewhere, somehow, I didn't get some stuff. But I feel pretty confident that I did get these. One of them, I should mark so I can see what direction I'm going. Let's go to this one first, actually, I think. Well, I have to teleport and float back for both of them regardless, I think. Up this way. Let's climb this to get a little bit more air. Oh. Let's also do this. Get a little bit more speed as I'm gliding. That's a chest that was out and open. Oops. Wonder why I wasn't popping, because I didn't have that compass equipped. Okay, so let's head back to this one then. Bunch of small scorpions down here. Which I don't see. Oh, wait, no, they're there. And it's still there. I wonder if, no, that was a... The enemies probably will spawn if I fight them, but, that chest was out and open. Yeah, let's go ahead and mark that one and get rid of both of those. All right, where do I want to go then? Could maybe try some of the more obvious puzzles that I think would have gotten, but can check them. One is here-ish. There's also an elemental monument here. Go glance at that really quickly too on the way. Right, as I go. This was a tornado out in the open. I don't see anything now, so... Oh, that's right. I remember this one. It was a chest that was out in the open, and you would know whether you got it or not if there was an enemy floating in the air, because there was a weird set of platforms you had to climb up here to get to it. And there's clearly nothing there now, so we will just move on. Although I will get this while I'm here. Always worth checking those. Even though I went and hit every single one, still worth checking them. 1, 2, 3, 4. All those are lit up. We're good. Okay. Well, if those aren't the thing, what else do I want to check? I really don't want to have to delve underground, but I don't think I'm going to be able to avoid it. Let me scroll the map back out and see if I might have just missed some harvestable plants, perhaps. Maybe I'll get lucky. Nope. Okay. Let's hide found markers again. Alright, from that POV, there's really nothing to do but just go look for stuff. I guess I'll mark these off and teleport here. Go check this one thing in the corner. I'm gonna check this. Oh, that's right, the murals. There's no mural now though, so I'm pretty confident I did all those. I remember getting an achievement for it, but it's worth checking anyway. All right, we'll go check this one item in the corner. It's down here. And then we're about to have an ad break in 2 minutes, so I will probably actually take the opportunity to walk and stretch. Oh, this is clearly an out in the open one. That is one thing I should do really quickly, is go through all these chests at various locations and try and look for the puzzles specifically. And for ones that aren't puzzles, I can at least check here. So for example, I can mark that one off. There's going to be several like that round about too. But considering what just happened with the harvestable plants, it's far more likely that whatever chests I'm missing are hidden, not out in the open. So let me continue to check all the puzzle chests on the map here in hopes that I can find the one I'm missing that way. One thing I will check really quickly, we have about a minute left before the ad starts, is to go to this one. That's out in the open and not too far. I can hike over there really quickly and check that one. just totally asleep. This is already lit though, so clearly that was done. Where was the last one at? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Pick up gold prism, approach torch system, make that. Yeah. Okay. It's a torch puzzle, but the torch is already lit up, so we're good here. And I guess while I'm in the area, wow, that marker was way off. While I'm in the area, I will hike in this direction and check this. I guess that's out and open. Yeah, I got that. Okay, ad is starting now, so I'm gonna go to the break screen and stretch. Be back shortly. All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you for your patience. Switch on back to the game now. Good news. While I was stretching, I did check the Hoyo Lab Battle Chronicle and the Genshin Anomaly website to verify my numbers. They had updated in that several minute stretch, and my percentage in the Ashfan Realm Forest is now 115.4%, which is the max. So that one chest was the only thing I was missing. So confirm nothing else out there to find, which is good. For the Hypostyle Desert, which I'm checking right now, it's possible. Possible, although not likely, that I'm missing a chest and perhaps also like a Mora box or something. Also, especially not likely in a Hypostyle Desert. I don't know if there are any Mora boxes in that portion of the desert. So it's more likely that I'm only just missing chests at this point. But I was worried I might be missing like one chest and also a Mora box in the forest, and that was not the case, so we're good to go there. All right, so back to work. And by back to work, I mean, where the hell am I supposed to go next? There's some underground there that I kind of don't want to check yet. I really want to focus on above ground only right now. So from that point of view, there's a pretty obvious one just south of here, I guess. But I'd be able to see that. Yeah. Okay. From there, then. Don't particularly want to go inside any of these buildings yet. Well, we'll have to eventually, I'm sure. There's a thing out here I could check. There's also a thing out here-ish. And a thing out here, which is a bit more obvious, but let's get all three of these, I guess. They're also clearly out in the open, so those two I feel pretty confident that I would have gotten, but all right, best way to get to that is honestly to walk north from here, probably. So let's navigate there. Head directly in this direction. I guess I should update my title. True 100% is still the goal, but we only have 3 chests to go now, so we'll do that in a bit. First of all, one of the chests I could be missing was here. But that chest was out in the open. These people were playing the TCG, the card game, right by a chest that was here. So I can mark that one off because that's not triggered my compass. Let's keep going in this direction. This one's also out in the open, but I will go ahead and fight these guys on my way. But I'll still ping things as I go. Yeah, this one's obviously not here, but let's go ahead and fight them. Hello.
Transfixed.
None of Kaza's nonsense, because I don't want that guy to go sky high and start raining fire down on me. It's very annoying. Okay. And nothing activated because there was nothing to activate. So let's mark that one off. And we'll go out here and... I mean, I can physically see those are lit up, so... But we'll still make the trip, I guess. This was some kind of complicated time trial that involved lighting all 4 of these things in a specific path. Oh, actual time trial. Are there any more? I feel like there's one more of these. Nope, there was just 3. Okay. But obviously, because they're already on, I got that, so. Any other obvious stuff out in the open I can check? There's so much stuff out here to check that I just checked like a couple of months ago, literally on this stream. So it's difficult to figure out what I could be missing here. Convenient artifacts, those are good. Those should stay off. Why are the Fontaine items coming up in this menu before the Sumero items? That's weird. I'm just checking the interactive map to try and find like obvious, or not necessarily obvious, but puzzle-y things that I could have missed, that I would have had like a reason to have missed without thinking. There's unfortunately just not a lot of options here. I guess as far as the extremely obvious option, I could teleport all the way to the top of King Deshret's mausoleum, which I had to do from here. Going to the last one on this list. Arrow shut. Is that correct? Ah, yes, you... Wait, no. Oh, over there, okay. That makes a little bit more sense. I was like... That teleport is not under my feet. Where are you taking me? It's taking me over here. That makes more sense. It's been a minute since I had to come out and do this kind of thing, so I had to remind myself. It's basically taking me down here, and then interacting with this is a teleport that will send me to the very top of the tower. Or just walking into it, I guess. Yeah, and here we are. But there's also nothing up here but puzzles that I already did, so... Alright. So we can knock that off the list. Let's go back to potentially somewhat obvious open world things. There's a couple things around here I could check really quickly. On that note, one here-ish, and then a thing here. How many of these are out in the open? That one is. That one is. These 3 are just out in the open. This one is obvious. It's a puzzle that as soon as I get there, it'll be obvious whether I clear it or not. And the last one to the far northwest of these is the sole one that might actually take a little bit of effort to figure out whether I got it or not. Yeah, there's no chest there, so I definitely got that one. To correctly mark these off as I go, so I don't get confused. I guess that was up here. down on the ground. Further in this direction, I guess. Or no, probably was those guys. It was definitely those guys. Do that. Yep. Okay. Let's head back directly west then. Before I do that, that'll help speed things up a little bit. And then we have an obvious chest, an obvious lit up. That platform's all lit up, so we're good there. No chest there. A lot of dead hilitrolls, but no chest. Okay. Then I think the last thing to check was over here. You mark those off. Random side quest. Man, that's not a thing anymore in this game. Side quests that just pop up when you get close to them. Yes. Okay. This is probably done then. If only I could find a picture on this thing that actually shows the chest. Okay, there's one.
What could the children be up to?
Which looks like it was in the ground in front of that door.
Let them do as they please.
Nothing is there, obviously, but I'm still gonna go around the corner and verify that really quickly. Guess that would have to be this corner. Over here. That one, it's kind of, it would have been in the open enough that it would trigger my compass if it was there, so I definitely have that one already. Okay. Some of these puzzle ones are like, they're in a location where the compass would be triggered. So some of them I can just physically walk up to and check. Torch puzzle, chest out open. That's out and open too. Okay. What about these two? That's out and open. That's a maze. That chest is out and open too. We should still check them all though. Let's see. Start marking them all off. One there. One here-ish. Up here. Up here. And over here. The maze one's probably going to be the most annoying one of them all, so let's wait on that one. I will start with this one and check these first three on the way. Oh. Who cares? Well, I guess I care in that I can't use my compass at the moment. Oh, and these guys woke up too. All right, it's fine.
Stabilize.
Wind strike. Busted. Overrule.
Oh, you're still alive. Okay.
Regretful.
All right. One of the things I wanted to check was literally this chest out and open there, so I can mark that off now. All right, let's go to this one next. Oh yeah, I can physically see that one's done. Four of these definitely lit up. Okay. And the thing too. I remember this is when I first came out here, I was checking these and I noticed this thing here and I was like, oh god, here's a puzzle that I just never did out in the open. Thankfully there should not be any of those, at least, but that sure was a thing. Also, why is that not showing on my map right now? Is that a thing I don't have turned on? No, they're definitely all active. They might count that as part of the torch puzzle here. Alright, whatever. Okay, let's head to this one. What is supposedly right beneath me? Ah, yes. Just drop down and do that. Definitely not there. So let's go here. Now it was down there. Nothing there now. Alright, and we'll come over here to check this annoying one in the I'm gonna drop that one from above. It's another maze. Even just going in there and trying to figure out where it should be is annoying, but whatever. Can't help that. Probably easier if I just drop in on these guys. Let's start with.
Lay to bear.
All right. Now what am I doing in here? And where's the chest at? If it's half buried in the sand, then I got it already. I would have triggered with that. I didn't actually go in the entrance correctly. It would be... Oh, the chest would have been right here. In fact, physically, literally, I think it would have been here in front of this door. We came in through the exit. But the fact that this is already activated, yeah, we definitely got this one. Okay. All right. What else should I go look at? That's above ground, specifically. There's a torch puzzle over here that I feel pretty confident assuming I got, but I can check that really quickly. There's also... another puzzle here. And a chest out and open there. Okay. Let me also mark those. That's like right here and here-ish. And we can go here for that teleport. There's also two primal emblems over the right there that I feel I must have got, because those are what lit up these platforms on the side, so I think. Yeah, that seems right. Okay, so we will glance down there. That's lit up. All right, so I can mark that off. Let's go this way instead. And there's supposed to be a puzzle out here? Orbs to deposit somewhere? Down there. Oh, that's what they're talking about. Okay. They've been deposited already, though, because I already have, because these giant things in the corner are already lit up, so I must have already done this. So let's mark that off. let's just do that, and it can't find anything nearby, so we know that we have that done too. I would physically be able to see that chest if I hadn't done it. It's like, it would be right over there around the corner. Okay. Alright, so I got those. What else can I check? There's so much out here. There's an elemental thing out here. It's like way down here, actually. To navigate and hike in that direction. Oh, I was like, that thing was alive. It sure didn't look like it. It wasn't. Okay, what I'm here to check are... Yes, there's... 2, 3, 4? Only 3 pyro things that are already active, so... Okay. Oh, that was for Dendroculus. So obviously I got that. Anything else above ground I could take a look at? There's a couple things in this direction. Another puzzle. So many puzzles. What is this beneath that? Bi-directional. Okay. Nobody cares about that. All right, we'll check those. There's another maze section there. There was a chest here-ish. Those two look like they're out in the open. That's underground. So I'll avoid that for now. Anything else above ground that I can check? Very little of it. There's one thing in this direction, it looks like. Up here-ish. And like roughly around here. And actually something similar over here. And here. And also here. And like 3 things out here. Ugh, that's another maze. Couple things in this direction. I distinctly remember checking these on a previous stream. We're doing it again. One thing right here. An elemental thing right here, which was really just the unlock for that domain, but I will still pop over there on the way. That looks like it, actually. Okay, let's start with these 2, and then we'll warp to here and start just making our way around. Well, we can get these 3, and then you can come to the domain to get those 4. That's pretty easy to warp to the domain, and then just 5, because there's like 3 there. For here, those are all sort of far away. I think the only real option is to teleport either here or here and hike, unfortunately. Okay, that looks pretty obvious. Where am I coming to on the map? Up there. Okay. Yeah, that was just a chest out in the open. And then run in there and try my best. There's an achievement if I remember correctly, I think there's an achievement you can get by getting run over by a tumbleweed. I got that ages ago. Pretty much the first time I was exploring out here. God, that was like 2 years ago at this point. You know what? Free meat. Literal, actual raw meat. All right, let's see how to get around to wherever this chest would have been. I don't actually need that. Here's... I don't know if this is the way the map is pointing me. That doesn't look correct. Is there another one of those somewhere here? I don't see another exit with a switch in front of it, though. Oh, but that physically gave an item that might actually be in my inventory. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. That seems... Stone slate that you found in transparent ruins. I don't see that shape of an item in my inventory here. Oh, right. It wasn't a key item, not in that manner. Was it something that went into here? That wouldn't make any sense, though. It doesn't make sense to be part of my Scarlet Sand Slate. I don't see anywhere else in here. Well, this looks correct from another picture I see. So presumably it was right here. I just don't understand why I don't see a cactus there to match up a picture somebody took, unless they just took a wrong picture, which is entirely possible. But I think it's safe to mark that off at that point. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna just navigate. Let's check those next. Wait, it didn't... That is very rude. This one seems just out in the open. It's... Oh yeah, that was one that was just out in the open. There was a Dendroculus there too. Okay. Let's see. That one. Okay. I remember this nonsense. Easier just to... You got that one from here. From nonsense up here. But also I can physically not see a chest in the sky, so it's pretty safe to assume that I did get the one that was over there. There was one directly beneath me at this Fatui camp. That was also out in the open, and I don't seem to... Yeah, it was under that. Nothing there now. Let's move on. One up in this direction. A lot of Fatui out here. It's gonna be interesting when we go to Nagcry tomorrow night, because it's gonna be the first time in a while where we've had Fatui all over the region that are evil. There are some evil pockets of Fatui that were in Natlan. They were specifically working for the Harbinger that we're actually going to meet in Nagcry tomorrow, and not the Capitano. But most of the Fatui in Natlan were actually like good Fatui, actually, which is such a rare concept in this game. Outside of Arlecchino's crew in Fontaine. But when we get to Nagcry, it's going to be all bad Fatui again for the first time in a while, so it's going to be interesting. All right, now we'll come here and check these. Oh, I just realized we've been on an ad break that entire time, so I apologize if you got caught up in the ad while I was just chatting and rambling. I didn't actually do anything overly important. Did not find what I'm still missing. Continuing to look for chests. We definitely have that. Let me mark that off. It's not much I can check around here. Those are 2 chests and a torch puzzle. The south chest is out in the open, so is the north one. Okay. Let's go to the torch puzzle first. They look lit. They are indeed lit. All right, we got those. I guess from here I can get a good angle of spots where the chests were at. Oh, the break starts now. Whoops. Nothing there either. Okay. Got those 3. All right. Well, I'm very definitively running out of places to check in this area. Oh, I forgot to check that. Okay, let's go down there. One of those is underground. Is that really underground? Oh yeah, wow, okay. That's an achievement I can check. Still go there next. Oh yeah, this is definitely done. Okay. Unfortunate, actually. All right. These technically read as above ground? I don't know how true that is. Guess I can go check that out. We'll do this next. All right, welcome back. I misjudged the ad. We were actually, I thought we were already in it, and we were not. We just went in it. But welcome back, for those of you who are watching. Thank you for watching and lurking. Appreciate you all. One of the areas I checked did not have anything, so I'm heading into this spot next. This is, I think, this is the only area left on the map that really, in this section of the desert, that really counts as above ground, even though it's not really. But there's not much to it, so I feel like I can pretty easily pop in here and check, if nothing else. There's nothing obvious, at least. First thing I want to do... Oh, this is a complicated area. This... we'll still have to come look. That is below ground, I think? This is like a 3-story building. There's a little bit up here, though. And one of the things that was up here was a chest that was right here. Okay, so let's mark that off. I think the other 2 chests in this building were downstairs. Unless there's something back in this corner I missed. Oh, that's actually possible. Yeah, that looks like the view I'm looking at right now, actually. There were enemies over in this corner. Oh, that chest is just out in the open. Okay. There were 2 chests up here, but which I already have. And then one that's down. Is it all the way down? Possibly. Hello.
Solidify.
Gotcha.
This part of Genshin seems just overwhelmingly large, and surely there's so many underground passages, it's absurd. And I'm trying to avoid checking them. First of all, hi, thank you for chatting. There's a billion of them. This is just what's under this spot, but then there's also like all of this, which I had previously cased almost in its entirety, and yet somehow I'm missing a single. There's also like more out here. There's like, there's a stretch from here to here too that's not showing up on the, oh, there it goes. And then there's like another one up here that's separate from all this technically. There's a lot of underground out here. There's also a bunch here that technically counts. Here, a lot of this. Yeah, there's a lot of underground out here, and I'm missing 1 chest in this area and 1 chest in this area, and I have no idea where they're at. So I just have to case the entire underground again, which is not going to be fun. Which is kind of why I'm staying above ground first, in hopes that I can like quickly potentially find what I'm looking for. My luck hasn't been too good on that front, but I found the only way to track this kind of thing down and not like lose my mind is by taking things a bit at a time. And I think the 1 chest that I was missing down here was right here. Okay, so I do have all 3 chests here, which means there's nothing left but underground stuff, I think. Yes, this is still Sumeru. The entirety of this desert, all this desert, literally all of this, as well as this whole forest here, is all Sumeru. But I do have all the chests there, so there's very little left. It's just, yeah, it's totally needle in a haystack situation. I'm just poring over the guide again just to make sure there's... I really don't think there's any other above ground stuff I can check anymore. At least not in this portion of the desert. I could go north, start checking the desert of Hadramabeth by the gigantic mountain up here. Because there's some above ground stuff out here that I haven't checked yet. But I was hoping to find like the 1 chest I was missing down in this area first, and I think I've gotten all the above ground stuff out here, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't see any other marked off stuff here that I missed. Okay. What else do I have? That? There's no way I missed that. Well, I guess that's an easy thing I could go check. Even though, as I say, there's no way I missed it. Oh, that's the... Okay, this is just like literally the chest by the Fatui camp, which is clearly not there. So I got that. There's also a lot of torches around here that I would be very surprised that I missed, but what I'm trying to focus on more is puzzles, but it's difficult because so many of the chests that are out here are on the interactive map. They show up as chest icons and not puzzle icons, so I have to click them one by one to see which ones were out in the open and which ones were puzzles. But so far in my experience, every single chest I'm missing is a puzzle map and not one that was out in the open, so the compass won't work to find it. Not used to use the interactive map, or it keeps getting updated with chests. The unofficial interactive map that I like to use gets updated quite often. The markers don't change. Well, they do change all the time, actually, which is annoying in some cases. The way it tends to work, when a new patch comes out, they drop markers for everything straight up. But sometimes the markers will be wrong and they'll replace them with more accurate markers down the line. But everything will be there, so you can just go ahead and start marking stuff off and use it if you want to. Often, when I go in a new region, I don't use it right away, but sometimes I'll just wait to really explore the new region and wait for the map to be like fully up and running, just so I can cross things off a little bit easier and not have to spend a lot of time backtracking, which can get very annoying very fast. Let me check these obvious puzzles and torches first and see. I'm not likely missing them. Hello, how's it going? Appreciate it. Appreciate you showing up. Welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Oh yes, that's right. I was going to update my stream title because it's only 3 chests to go now, not 4. Appreciate the follow. Thank you. Yeah, it's a trial, but I'm also so close. Literally just 3 chests left in the entire world until Non-Cry drops tomorrow. Let's see. But I really do think there's just going to be a lot of unfortunate... Oh, hello. I'm probably going to have to fight him, aren't I? Let me just go ahead and do that now. It's going to happen. Might as well just suffer.
Gather.
Busted.
Annoying positioning. Lily on the rock, but whatever.
Run from death.
Okay. What was I even over here to check? Break the rock. That is a not particularly helpful thing. Are they talking about like one of these rocks?
Solidify.
Didn't look like it. It's just what in the world did I trigger? Oh. Yeesh. Free meat. I won't complain. Free foul, I guess. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. Thank you. I'm doing well, but I'm also suffering. What in the world is the map telling me to look at here? It seems to imply that there's a rock to break. Oh yeah. Oh wow. When was the last time I did? I forgot that was a thing.
Something you wish to report?
There is physically no rock, so I clearly broke that already. Okay. Wait, I'm kind of far away from the marker. Actually, let me go in this direction a little bit. I think it's talking about some kind of rock that was out here, though. And it's still not out here now, so pretty confidently assume I got that. All right, one more to mark off. We're just running out of the easy options. 2 things over here. Both of which were just torches. Okay. Guess I'll start with this one first. Where are the torches at? Are they below me? Oh, they're all the way below me. Okay. All the way down here. There's 2. I feel like there's more, but they're lit up, so highly likely I got these. Okay, yeah, it was just 2 torches. All right, let's go back. Trying to save for Nahida, you have what, 40 pulls so far. That's a solid amount. That's a pretty good chance. I mean, it's only halfway to pity, so good luck. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do actually. I have Nahida. She's only C0. I could get her to like. I don't have enough pulls to go to C2 by any means. Probably not even C1. But I feel like if I'm going to be pulling, it would probably be better to spend my money on Llama, since I don't have her. But C2 Nahida, admittedly, I like the idea. I like the concept. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but it would be a useful thing. So I'm still considering it. I guess I will give it a couple days to think about it and then decide what I want to do. There's a couple things out here I want to check. One thing here. That's a torch. Another torch up here. I know for a fact I got this. But I'll still check it. And this one too, on that note. And a chest up here. Tainari man, so you have to, oh yeah, wow. I never actually built him. I do have him. He's at level 40 because I leveled a lot of my folks up to 40 just to get the free pulls from the standard banner out of them. But I never actually sat down and leveled him. I did finally level Calais a couple of months ago. Mostly because I was continuing to explore this area, and I needed a Dendro character who could apply Dendro a lot more easily than Nahida, who is not actually good with that. So it's like let me level my Dendro bow character that I got for free. But I haven't gotten the chance to actually build Tainari yet. I do want to eventually. I haven't decided if he's one of the people that I'm going to pull for a constellation with the new system that drops. I think I'm going to go for Baishu first, actually. Because I know when I eventually get him to C2, he'll get there'll be free healing just for having him in the party, even if I don't switch to him. So I think he'll be the first one I pull a con for. Top 4%. Oh, nice. Skirk's top 58. Very, very valid. Everybody has their main, though. So I feel like that's not a thing to be ashamed of by any means. How do I get up here again? I think I need to. That's like on top. Ugh, okay. Up here and then up there, probably. I don't think any of my characters anywhere near top anything. Most of my folks are built okay. Okay enough to get by with. The only of my characters that... Oh, that's not gonna work. Let's just find a spot from here and and float south and hike. The only of my characters that can generally beat folks on Akasha are because I have constellations and I'm just essentially cheating because I know Akasha doesn't actually like it tracks them, but it doesn't account for them in its percentages, if I remember correctly. So for example, my Arlecchino is C2, C6 Grandpa. Oh my god. I would love a C6 Grandpa, actually. I'm never gonna pull enough to get him. I'm happy with my C0 Grandpa, but C6 Grandpa seems like it would be absurd. I love the concept. But yeah, my C2 Arlecchino is built okay. She could have... Her artifacts are solid. They can use some work. But because she's C2, I can generally still beat most people on Akasha without even trying. So it's quite useful. That seems like something I already have. Yeah, that is definitely the case.
Laid bare.
Oh, what? Okay, just the one. There's extra people spawning out of nowhere. Okay, we'll mark that off. Might as well stay up here to walk over to that one, I guess. Tenori's only C0, unfortunately, but excuses been playing since June. That's a very valid excuse, honestly. But hey, on that note, you should be able to get a free constellation for. I think he's part of the characters, right? That are going to be that you're going to be able to pull an extra constellation for by. Yeah, I say pull. It's the new system they're adding with non-cry, where you have to do like all your dailies 5 times a week for 8 weeks, and you can get a constellation for one of a specific set of characters that they offer. 1, 2. It looks like there's only 3 of these, but I'm pretty sure he's in that list. So 10 weeks from now, you can get a guaranteed Tighnari constellation, essentially. So that'll be at least some progress. Yeah, there's just 3 of those. I remember what that was. Let's float down to that, I guess. Well, for this, we can just do this. Come back here. Did I teleport and then immediately aggro those guys again? I was pretty far away from them. That's kind of weird. Anyway, where are these torches? Oh, right there. Does that include C0 too, or only characters you own? Basically, what you're getting is a Stella Fortuna. I don't think they even let you get a Stella Fortuna for a character you don't own, but even if they did, you would just have a Stella Fortuna sitting in your inventory. You wouldn't be able to pop it until you actually got the character. So it is unfortunately not a way to just get a free character. You have to already own the character, and then you can get a free constellation for it, basically with 10 weeks worth of just doing your dailies. I like the system. I just don't necessarily like the choice of 10, 15 characters they are giving us to use it for, to start things off. Not helped by the fact that you can only get 1 constellation per person. So for example, you wouldn't be able to get 4 Tighnari constellations over the course of you're basically going to get 4 or 5 constellations over the course of a year with the system. But you can't just pick Tighnari 4 or 5 times. You can only pick them once. So you have to pick 4 other characters, and I hope you've got at least one of the rest of the characters that they offer, or else it's a worthless system for you. I'm sure they will build it out later and add more characters as options, but it seems not the best setup in terms of actually helping people get characters to fighting strength. It is a commitment. It's a commitment I'm not worried about, because I literally do play this game every day, so it'll be very, very, very easy for me to hit. But there's a lot of people who take breaks from this game on a regular basis, and they would lose out on it if they don't make a point of absolutely logging in and doing their dailies on a regular basis. So it is Genshin trying to force engagement, essentially, which, you know what, valid. That's the thing that literally every video game company is trying to do today. And at least this is, of the games you could be playing on a daily basis, this is probably one of the less onerous ones. You can actually have a good time with this one, so not too salty about it. I just wish I had better options of characters to choose to get the constellations. There was a chest there that is not there now, so I can mark that off. I am just running out of options here. Oh, there's like one up here I guess I could go look at. Yeah. I don't know that they really need the help. The game's already pretty good, and they're dropping an entirely new region that we're going to be exploring for quite some time. So, oh, close enough to aggro anyway. It's fine. I'll just run past. Oh, hello. Fine. Since you won't leave me alone, I will just take your free meat. Oh, okay, there was obviously a chest here. Let me mark that off too. I guess while I'm in the area, I can head east and check. There's a elemental monument here and another chest that was out here. Oops, those were close enough to go on top of each other. There we go. That chest was out in the open, so there's no way I don't have it, but let's do this. It'll make it easier to come up to here. I jumped up just in time, jeez. What was this? Well, the chest would have been out in the open, so... But we're in combat, I can't... Great, because of those guys. Let me just move on. Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your lurk. Appreciate you showing up and chatting for a bit. To be honest, I'm not going to be live for too much longer. I usually go for 2-hour streams, and we're getting roughly to that point, so I'll probably be ending in about 20 minutes or so. Got both of those. Let me go up and check this torch, I guess. There's a bunch of stuff out here that's mostly underground, but I guess I can check this one above ground thing, and there's another thing right next to it. What? I triggered them again? Okay, I gotta climb though. Let's go back this way. The easiest way to get up here. Oh, big guy. I used to hate those guys. They're not difficult at all now. Not with a C2 Arlecchino and a grandpa in my party, but... okay. Ah, torch there. Obviously finished that. Okay. Let's head in this direction then. Wow, I can't see anything. One thing I haven't technically been doing is actually hitting these to make sure that I didn't forget to do one of those. I should probably check that legitimately, but I also haven't been marking those off, so it's fine. I will recheck them, but they're not something that I've been checking yet, so they're all still unmarked on the interactive map, so it's fine. That is the chest of this. Oh, not all the way down there, just down here. Okay, we got that one. Bunch of underground stuff over there that I don't want to bother with. What else can I look at? There's like very little that I can actually dig into. Well, there's still some above ground things that I can look at. They're just so scattered. I guess I can come up in this direction. There's a chest that was like right here. And a torch that was here. But boy, where's the closest warp point to any of that? I guess here and hiking? Or maybe here, actually. And see if I can just come up and around. Well, I can just climb here, I guess. See, up in this direction, and let's navigate to that one. Hopefully that's a chest. Hopefully I can see pretty straight on whether I have that or not, because I'm gonna want to float directly across, not waste time having to reclimb. I suspect, at least. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, but it's a small area, so it's not that bad. But also, I can physically see nothing down there, so we're good. Let's go ahead and mark that off. There's a Let me fly over the path with this. Oh, there's one of these, which I've already done. I think the start point for that was that one. That's the thing for me to keep in mind, that these are the endpoints, so I can mark off the things on the map that are like the star points for that, if they're close enough, essentially. All right. Ah, yes. Torches that I can physically see. 4 of them. Okay. I don't see the thing on the ground. They presumably unlocked, but... Oh, there's 5 torches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yep. But they're all lit, so obviously I got that already. What else do I want to check? There was a chest I passed there. I vaguely remember this. I'd be very surprised if I didn't already have this, but let's check that. This one required blowing up the rock, the cliffside, with Big Boy here.
Never mind. Let them do as they please.
And I think it created this outcropping here. But let me drop here and check this out in person. Let me verify let me make sure I'm in the exact right spot. I guess it was like right here. It's kind of difficult to... Seems like it was here-ish. Yeah, difficult to tell, but there was a large rock here that we blew up, and there was a chest under that. So, okay, so I got that. There is some stuff up on this side, but no easy way to get to it. That's underground. No easy way to get to it without coming here and I guess hiking south, which yeesh. I guess I can do that. Let's mark things off on the way in that case, though. There's one thing here. There's one thing back over here that I want to check first before I do those. It's like here-ish. Another thing on this tip right here. An elemental monument here. There's a lot underground here, but I'm not going to check that. And then there's one thing on this tip here. Okay. Start with this one. How much of this is just chests out in the open? Probably most of them. That one is. This one is. That one. This one might be. That one is too. Okay. Some of the pictures people take and post to the unofficial interactive map is just very confusing. Okay. So all these were out in the open, which means there's... I would be very surprised if I had actually missed any of them. But it does also mean I can just pop the compass when I get close to every single one of them and can move on. So this one's probably already... We're probably already close enough for that, yeah. Nothing down there. Probably caught a stream. Hey, Billanisma, how's it going? It's good to see you. Can I float over here from there, or do I have to... You caught the tail end, because I'm about to end in, like, 15 minutes. I gotta hike all the way to this one. That sucks. So I am currently working on True 100%, which is a ridiculous goal that I wish I hadn't bothered with. But I'm very, very close. I have 3 more chests left to find in the entire world. It's a goal that I really shouldn't have set myself out to, but now that I'm this close, I can't stop. Not helped by the fact that we're getting a brand new region tomorrow, so that's a whole lot more chests that are going to get added to the list. But I'm not as worried about the new regions because I'm pretty thorough about like casing them out and finding everything. It's finding the one needle in a haystack I'm missing in the old regions that's really difficult. Right now I'm missing 1 chest out in... I can zone in real quick to show. 1 chest here in the desert of Hadramaveth, one chest here in hypostyle, and one chest somewhere in the chasm, and I'm not sure if it's above ground or underground. So 3 chests, and I don't know which one I'm missing out of the like hundreds of chests in those areas. So it's been a very painful process of literally checking every single spot one by one over and over again to try and find the one thing I'm missing, or the 3 things I'm missing. So it's frustrating, but I'm in too deep to leave now. I have to keep going. It's basically the bulk of it. I see those are lit up, so obviously I did that already. All these things I'm checking right now were just out in the open. Oh, hello. Since you're rude enough to attack me, I'll just... Could have let me be, but whatever, dude. Oh, there's another one. What? Jeez. Okay.
But we'll meet again.
Got bet. Oh wow. Very nice. I only play the one character. I do have friends that play in Europe. And I've considered creating another character to play with them, but the ping is probably going to be pretty rough, first of all, and second of all, I don't have the money to play more than one character in this. Oh yeah, this is not a good combination. This is like my exploration combination where I'm not actually trying. My C2 Arlecchino just deletes most everything. No, that's that is wind. That's not the other green. This team is not actually good for any kind of proper elemental anything. It's mostly just I mean it's not a bad team. You can do some vaporized kind of stuff with them. Ideally you would have Bennett for a second pyro character instead of Grandpa.
You are not welcome here.
So it's not like a proper vaporized team.
Care for a dance? Dance with me!
But I find that if I don't have a shielder in the party, I just get deleted all the time. So I put Zhongli in the party anyway, despite that. I do have Sitlali now. I have not finished building her. I need to get... She has all her artifacts now. I need to level her to max. Let me heal up after all that. That's very fair. Yeah, that's honestly, that's kind of how I've been playing, to tell you the truth. I have dug a little bit into some of the end game recently because I realized I have enough characters. I've whaled enough of this game that I can actually do some end game and get like the easy primos. So I work on builds for that, but when I'm just running around the world, it's like, who cares? I just pick the people I like, and right now I really like my C2 Arlecchino, so I just don't want people that makes her less likely to die. Cause of that to help group, and like that's all. Doesn't really matter. Play who you like. Meta is temporary, husbandos and waifus are forever, as they always say. I do not see any other easy... So much stuff out here. I guess there's one thing over here I could check. 2 things over here I could check. Okay, there's like a chest right here next to the teleport spot. And oh, there's no way I missed this one. But we'll check them both anyway. No, it's totally making sense. And yeah, like I was saying, that's pretty much the way I play when I'm not building for in-game. Which only happens during in-game. When I'm not doing that, it's like, why bother, essentially. I think that was a chest next to that thing. Probably safe to assume I got that one. Yeah. And then this was in that camp over there. Okay. Oh, well. Arlecchino's not good for this. I'm just gonna sort of walk in the general area and see if there's a chest here. There's no reason for one to be here. Yeah. Oh, there's a thing here. It's still not. Oh my god. Oh, that worked pretty well, actually. That's exactly why that's there. Okay. If only it would be that nice in other locations of the game. I know Twitch thinks you like reading French captions on movies you can afford. Oh wow, that's a choice of algorithm. Oh my god, what's this thing doing here? Anything here? No. Break this for anything good? No. Okay. Just wanted to be thorough, but I figured there was nothing out here. It's very nice. Arlecchino was like the first real character in this game that I really decided that I liked her enough that I wanted to like get her signature weapon and like a constellation or two. I didn't get the constellations immediately. I got her and her signature weapon in her first banner, and then I picked up the constellations later. And I'm very happy with her, and she's usually my go-to pyro character because she's like super powerful now. What else can I even do? There's a couple things up here that I could check. I guess I can look at these two, and then there's one like here. Well, that's gonna be a bit of a hike. I hate the stuff that's up here because it's easier actually just to like go here and float northwest because you're floating down. So I guess I'll do that. Consider coming back to the game. It was the yeah, the preload for the new expansion dropped yesterday. Oh, hello. Let me not land on this guy. I'm very excited for that new expansion. It's usual timing. It'll be like 11 p.m. Eastern tomorrow-ish when it'll be playable. And I'm probably not gonna get any sleep because I'm gonna dig into that first thing. But it is another new region. We're going to Nodcry now, which is like a southern portion of Snezhnaya that didn't previously exist, wasn't previously on the roadmap, but they're adding it to it because they have like so much extra stuff that they need to handle plot-wise. And the designs for it are very, very interesting. There's a lot of Baltic Sea influence in pretty much everything to do with Nodcry. And we're finally digging into the lore behind the 3 moon goddesses and all that stuff. So that's going to be fun, I think. So I'm looking forward to it. Probably, you would think not. It's literally the same character models. they're doing it again. That will never change. We've just gotten used to it at this point. But the playable characters, there's a lot of there's some interesting variation, but yeah, it's none of them are tan, as you could probably expect. we had to like basically get the oh man, I would love that. That would have been, I guess that we should have gotten that in Natlan, honestly, and we didn't, and I'm quite disappointed. I do actually like nearly all the Natlan characters, but I really wanted some brown people, please. I've given up on that goal, but it would be nice. Batman was very cool. He was actually fun as a character too. The way they used him post Archon Quest with the especially the stuff he showed up in during the most recent patch had the last area of Natlan they added, which was a literal summer resort. And they teamed him up with Aoife a lot, and the two of them together just made for like the most ridiculous pair. It was actually very great. So I'm honestly a big fan of Auron. He's a lot of fun. There's a torch out here I can check, and also one of these. Okay, Batman and Doctor. Yeah, they're a really ridiculous combo, and I know some people can be turned off by their antics, but I liked them a lot. I thought they were fun to bounce off of each other. I had fun with them in the that one event that took us back to Fontaine temporarily. That they physically came to Fontaine for it by accident. Partly they got involved in nonsense, but it was a fun event. I enjoyed that one too. Okay, so we have. Oh, there's a lot of. Well, this thing is lit up, so I know I got them all. Oh, that's what I get for not paying attention. I thought the map would come up in time, and that sure didn't happen. They No, they went there on purpose, but when they got there, it was amazing. Actually, they brought back the law that when the Traveler and Paimon first showed up in Fontaine, and they nearly got arrested and sent to jail and sent to the Opera Epiclise for trial because of some absurd niche law about flying objects being out at certain times of day, and they counted Paimon as a flying object, and Paimon was just like, no, I'm a person, I'm not like a balloon. They brought that back with Kakuku. And so that had to get resolved, and so they were stuck in Fontaine long enough to get tied up in, it was some kind of like Fontainian pretending to be a Natlanese who was like importing illegal objects, and they basically helped out with that. It was nice because we got Nouvelette came back for that, Risley came back for that. It was a fun event, but since they got pulled in, it was a Return to Fontaine event, but they wanted to keep some Natlan characters because it was a Natlan patch story, and they were the two they chose. And the three, always gotta count Kakuku, who is also absurd in the best way. And it was ridiculous, but it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot, actually. So like, because of that especially, and because of what they got up to, I guess people dug that enough that they were like, let's bring them back for the summer resort and have them hang out with each other there too. And they got up to similar antics, which were really ridiculous, but but a lot of fun. I think that's probably all I can stomach for now, unfortunately. Nouvelette is indeed I had to pull him and build him. He's I have a new party in here somewhere. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. I didn't really fully understand how to play him until a couple of weeks ago. I finally sat down and was like, what is his rotation? And he's great. I love him a lot. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna call it there. I still have 3 chests I'm missing, but I have so much ground to cover. I have a little bit above ground to still go, like, check back of where I've already been, and literally everything in all of the underground here, and I don't feel like doing that now. So probably, unfortunately, I'm not going to find the 3 chests I'm missing in the like 24 hours left before the next patch, but that's the thing to work on over the next couple months. So yeah, I'm very close. I'm very happy with being very close, even though these chests won't give me much of anything rewards wise. It's like, it'll be nice to knock it off the list. All right, so for now, let me go ahead and end it. I'm gonna go to my schedule screen. I'm gonna try and find somebody to go to raid. Oh wait, Fubar, what are you doing? There you go. Wait, no, Fubar, what are you doing? Fubar's just suddenly not working. Let me close it, restart it. That's so weird. And try that again. Okay, I think no, something's happening with the audio. I'm not sure. Anyway, here's my schedule. I'll be back on Thursday with Metro Prime 2. I just got to the beginning of Sanctuary Fortress when I was last playing that 2 weeks ago. So we're further digging into it. I started a Metroid franchise playthrough a couple of years ago on stream, and then took a long break from streaming. So I got all the way through. I did all the 2D games. I took a break from streaming. I came back to streaming when Dread came out because I wanted to play that, so I did that. And then I finally came back to all this a couple of months ago when I picked Prime 1 back up. So now I'm going back through, trying to do the 3 Prime games, trying to finish the franchise properly. So no ROM hacks for Prime 2. I am playing the Wii version though, so the trilogy version that has like the Wii remote controls, because I just find those way more functionally easy to play than the original GameCube versions. Definitely the ones I prefer nowadays, if nothing else. All right, so who is live? I'm going to, while I'm looking to see who's live right now, I know Doug is streaming, but we rated him not too long ago. Let me pop my commands in here while we're waiting. Feel free to follow these and paste these if you would like when we get to wherever we're going. June is live. He's playing Elden Ring. I haven't rated him in a while, actually. Let's see. Chat is live. we rated a good amount of school recently. So Jer is on his secondary stream. What is he doing? He is fixing his piano. What? Like physically? Okay, that's interesting. Let's go to Jer. So Jer Roke is a really fantastic pianist. Been friends with him for a long time. He created the website vgleadsheets.com. So if you play video game, or if you're a musician and you want to play video game music on your instrument, I highly recommend you check that website out. It is full of lead sheets of a lot of video game tracks, really good quality lead sheets. Can help you get started on your journey to just learning how to play video game music on your instrument. He also obviously plays piano all the time. He does streams Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, if I remember correctly. Right now, he's on his secondary channel doing... It looks like he is physically taking a piano apart and is, like, cleaning the hammers. That sounds fun. I just kind of want to vibe to that. So let's let's go there. All right, so I'm gonna... I didn't mean to pin that. That's not what I meant to hit. My chat window is very small. It makes for nonsense. Anyway, let's go to his second channel. So yeah, thank you all for popping in, hanging out. I had a really good time. I will be back on Thursday with Metro Prime 2. 7:30 p.m. Eastern, so hopefully to see some of y'all there. Thank you. In about a month from now, I hope to actually get that confirmed. I have appointments to actually figure things out. So that might not be maybe anymore in about a month and a half from now. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, and hopefully I see you on Thursday, but if not, take care. Enjoy the evening. Have a good night. Later, y'all.